So before I begin this video, I did have one thing I wanted to ask you guys. So I've been kind of in the mood to do a rankings video. So I was wondering if I were to rank the work of a director, an actor, an anime, characters, any type of ranking video, what ranking video would you like me to do? I'm very curious. I'm itching to do one. So do let me know in the comment section what you guys would like to see me rank. What type of ranking video would you like to see me do? Anyway, let's get to the video, shall we?
Burn God! You have nothing.
Somewhere in the way. What a fitting theme for Batman. I'm sorry to start off with that, but I really like that theme. It's a ominous, dark, and heavy theme that, again, just match made in heaven for Batman. Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy, and I thought I'd just make a quick video, in fact, an edited video of my thoughts of the Batman. And overall, it's a fine trailer. I will say that I like the first one better. I don't know, there was something about this trailer that I felt like was just missing some type of oomph. Like, that's all I could think of. It was just missing some type of oomph. But everything else, I think, was perfectly fine. First off, I want to start off with the opening shot of the Riddler, played by Paul Dano, in the diner. If you were to ask me who would be a perfect villain for Batman, I think this is Batman year 2 or 3, the Riddler. The Riddler is the perfect villain for him. Not the Joker, not Ra's al Ghul, not Killer Croc, the Riddler. Because, and not Falcone, not any of the gangsters, not even the Penguin. Because Batman year 1, that's when he dealt with the gangsters. That's when he dealt with the seedy underbelly of Gotham. That is a perfect year 1 for him to handle the small timers. But if you want to get into the upper echelons of dealing with the criminal masterminds like the Jokers and the Two-Faces and the Ra's al Ghuls and the Banes, you need kind of like a stepping stone. The Riddler is a perfect stepping stone. Now, because it would set him up to be able to deal with people like the Joker, because the Riddler is not physically intimidating. You all know what the Riddler looks like. He's not a fighter. He's a thinker. And challenging Batman on an intellectual level is the best way to kind of beat Batman. Because if you're going to try to beat him forcefully, 9 times out of 10, you're going to lose that fight. And the only reason Bane even beat Batman is because he tired him out first. Remember the whole Nightfall story? Bane did not fight him face to face until the very end of the night, when he already fought everybody else, and then also he had Venom, and that gave him an upper advantage, and that's how he broke the Batman's back. But even then, he was smart enough, key word, he was smart enough to know, okay, I can't beat this guy toe-to-toe. I need to wear him out. I need to make him mentally and physically exhausted. Then I can break him, right? And that's the thing. To beat Batman, you have to beat him mentally. You have to beat him mentally because he is a mental fighter and he's a mental person. I mean, a guy that dresses up like a bat is not the most sanest person in the world. Let's be honest, right? So I love that the Riddler is the main villain. I love the fact that this film is a mystery. Because if there's one problem that I had with all Batman films to this date, is none of them have been great mystery films. None of them have been great detective films. It's not Batman having to solve the case. You could argue Dark Knight Rises, but it never felt like a I need to solve the case kind of film. It felt like an action film with a twist at the end. A very bad twist, by the way. Still one of the worst twists I've ever seen. Anyway, that's not the point here. But this is a genuine crime thriller that just happens to be a Batman film. And I'm excited. I cannot wait. I don't know what's going on. And that's a great thing, that I don't know what's happening in this plot. That is a fantastic thing. Robert Pattinson as the Batman, I have words. I don't hate him, but I also don't like him now. And the reason for that is not because of the voice, although the voice didn't help. That scene where he's trying to talk and intimidate the Riddler.
I've been trying to reach you. Find the God!
He doesn't sound threatening. He doesn't sound intimidating. That scene where he says,
I'm vengeance.
now that's intimidating. But that scene with the Riddler, bro. Maybe that's one of the earlier scenes in the film where he's still kind of getting the gist of using the intimidation voice. I don't know, but it wasn't intimidating. My problem though with Robert Pattinson is actually again a problem that I had with all the other Batmans except for one, except for Michael Keaton. And that's the fact that none of them really feel like when they never feel like they transition into Bruce Wayne at one point in the movie. They all feel like Batman. They're always scowling and mad, and you know, it almost feels like they're putting on an act. Christian Bale was the worst at this. Every time he tried to act like Bruce Wayne, his way of acting like Bruce Wayne is like, oh, I'm gonna be over the top. I'm just gonna be silly. I'm gonna be a bit of an asshole and arrogant, and that is my Bruce Wayne. And I'm like, okay, but Bruce Wayne's supposed to be charming. He's supposed to be the complete opposite of Batman. If there's one thing Batman is, he's an asshole. And you can't make Bruce Wayne an asshole too, or arrogant and just pompous. I get it, but at the same time, I would have loved the more affable, the more likable Bruce Wayne angle. And when I look at Robert Pattinson acting like Bruce Wayne, or at least the small moments that we get with him as Bruce Wayne, he just feels like there's no switching between, okay, this is the Batman and this is Bruce Wayne. And again, maybe this could be a year 2 or 3 dilemma that he's still dealing with, that he can't separate between the two. Maybe that is a plot point in the movie. I don't know. But it did bother me that you see him as Batman, and then when he's talking to Alfred, he's like, I don't care about my life. I don't really give a damn what happens to me as long as the city is safe. No, Bruce Wayne does need to at least care a little bit about his family's legacy. I get that you're damaged, Bruce. I get it. But you should still care about your family's legacy. Selena Kyle, played by Zoe Kravitz. Once again, like, I couldn't ask for more perfect casting. I know there are not a lot of fans out there of Zoe Kravitz, and I don't understand why. For me, she's like a goddess. She is gorgeous. And you know what? Not a bad actress. She was the only actress in the Divergent series that I actually liked. Yes, more so than Shailene Woodley. More so than any other of her male counterparts. She was the best performance in those films. And every film that I've ever seen her in, she's been pretty good to great, actually. I've not seen a bad performance from her yet. So I think she's perfect casting as Catwoman. She already can pull off the sass. She's got the look. Like, when I look at her, I'm like, yeah, devilish, conniving, a bit playful. I like it. I like the casting. I think it's great. Andy Serkis as the butler, Alfred. Now, that's an interesting choice. And we're actually going to see his face. Again, that's an interesting choice. I'm curious to see what he'll bring to the role. How will he make this Alfred different from Michael Caine's? Oh, that's a terrible impersonation. How's he going to make it different from Michael Caine's interpretation of the character and all the other interpretations? Very curious. It's also a much younger Alfred, because Andy Serkis is like, what, in his late 50s, early 60s now? Yeah, he would be probably one of the youngest Alfreds to grace the silver screen. Oh, yeah, I'm curious to see that. The Penguin, played by Colin Farrell. I love it. I'm on board with it. And then the cinematography and the action. That's the last thing I want to talk about this trailer. There's a shot where Batman is walking down a hallway and people are shooting at him. I guess he has a bulletproof vest on and he's like unfazed by the bullets, even though that's not what a bulletproof vest does, by the way. It stops the bullet, but it doesn't get rid of the inertia, the energy that a bullet has when it's flowing through the air. But he's just walking nonchalantly, not a care in the world, not affected, and he just beats the shit out of these guys. I love that shot. I love everything about that shot. I like the fact that a lot of the fight scenes, while they are dark, they look very dark, You can still see what's happening. And the camera's not shaky. It's not shaking in your face. That's great. Thank you, Matt Reeves. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know how to film good action. So yeah, I'm excited. And then the cinematographer, whoever you are, immaculate shot. There's like 3-4 different shots in this trailer that were drop dead gorgeous. I already mentioned the hallway shot. The final shot of the trailer looks amazing. The shot of the diner and of course the reveal of the question mark and the coffee. Again, whoever did the cinematography, you did a masterful job. Well done. I would clap, but I'm holding my camera in my hand, yeah, I'm clapping. All right. But those are my thoughts on the trailer. Also, one last thing, I did mention this on Twitter, but is it just me? Or is Selena Kyle doing her best impression of Sloane the female otaku? Or I guess Sloane the otaku now. I mean, the short hair, the cute face, the mixed skin tone. I mean, is it just me? Is it just me that were they watching Sloane the otaku videos? Were they watching all of her cosplays and like, yeah, we need a girl like that, but we're not gonna cast Sloane the female otaku. We're gonna get someone that looks like her. Yeah. Tell me in the comments if you agree with me. And don't tell Sloane. Don't tell Sloane. So anyway, those are my quick thoughts on The Batman. And I would love to know what you guys thought about the trailer as well. Did you really, really enjoy it as much as I did? Or did you find it kind of, you're not really all that interested? Comment below, let me know. Stay tuned. I hopefully will have some more videos. I'm thinking about working on some. Until then, guys, if you'd like to see more videos on this channel, be a part of the Black Critic crew, please hit the subscribe button below. Like this video if you really enjoyed it. And I'm Tony Wilder II, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube. Something in the way.